Here's a strange side effect of the AI boom. It's boosting demand for vinyl records. As AI-generated content floods the internet with synthetic voices, images that never happened, and writing you can't distinguish from human work, something is starting to shift. People are finding new value in physical, tangible things. Vinyl records hit $1.4 billion in sales last year. The board game market crossed $17 billion and is projected to double by 2030. Even the Nintendo 64 is back as a modernized version called the Analog 3D, and the company that makes it can't seem to keep up with demand. This trend is driven by more than just nostalgia, and companies that are able to tap into it effectively are engaging in retro innovation. That's what Vijay Govindarajan, Tojan T. Epen, and Gautam Vadekkapat call the practice of refreshing and reinventing older technologies in a new article for MIT Sloan Management Review. It's a growing business opportunity, but to make the most of it, you have to understand what's driving the change in consumer preferences. Three things are converging at once. The first is simple. People are tired. Smartphones and social media feeds are everywhere and aren't leaving people feeling too great about it. Between 2021 and 24, sales of basic feature phones, devices that only call and text, jumped 148% among 18 to 24-year-olds. These are digital natives who are deciding consciously to downgrade. The second driver is a growing anxiety about ownership and impermanence. Digital purchases don't really belong to you. When a streaming service goes offline, your entire library could go with it. Physical media, on the other hand, stays. And then there's AI. When you can't tell anymore what was made by a human and what wasn't, things and experiences that have a genuine human element start to carry a premium. So that's the opportunity. What do you do with it? The companies doing this well are tapping into a legacy of product innovation. Fujifilm is a great example. When the market shifted to digital photography, most of their competitors abandoned film entirely. Fujifilm made a different bet. They invested in digital, but they also preserved their analog competencies, like the chemistry, processes, and production lines for film. So when demand for film surged back, Fujifilm was one of the only major players that could still meet it. They reintroduced old film lines, and they launched new cameras that blend digital and instant analog photography in a single device. The strategic question: what's sitting in your archives that the market might have abandoned but not yet forgotten? The best retro innovators don't force customers to choose between old and new. They give them both. Hybrid turntables let you preserve the ritual of vinyl while connecting to Bluetooth and smart home systems. Instant cameras now sync with your phone. They blend the analog experience with the convenience of digital. The strategic question: how can you update analog experiences with modern digital conveniences? The final move is counterintuitive. Sometimes innovation means subtraction. The light phone, for example, is a mobile device that is designed to be used as little as possible. There's no internet, no apps, and no social media, just calls and texts. Revenue for this product doubled year over year from 2022 to 24. Fairphone took the opposite path to a similar destination. Their latest phone has a physical switch that instantly converts a full smartphone into a minimalist device. Two completely different approaches with the same insight. In a world of maximum connectivity, restraint is a differentiator. The strategic question: what would you remove from your product if you were designing it to be used less? For decades, innovation has meant more features, more speed, and more complexity. Retro innovation challenges that assumption. It turns out companies can differentiate through simplicity. They can extend product life cycles and unlock entirely new markets just by mining old ones. In a world obsessed with what's next, sometimes the smartest move is to remember what came before and reimagine it for today. For more on retro innovation, read the full article. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching.